and then we
Okay,
may
well,
not.
how much was the contract?
I don't have the contract in front of me, but I think it was 112. It went up 6 more.
136,000,
Well, it was, we were discussing 141,000, and I got to looking at it again, and the contract, the bottom line on the contract does read 141,000, but it is 112,000.
Because they're giving us a discount.
Yeah, well, they didn't charge us for the labor, and looking at the, and we all were sitting here talking about it that night, it looks like, looking at the bottom line, I brought some copies. Looking at the bottom line, it's 112,000, and then the,
It had jumped $6,000 since the last estimate they had given us.
okay, well, like I said, we were discussing 141,000, and that was putting us really close. But then, we have had some revenue come in looking at the
Well,
other.
how about if y'all look at those road lists that we handed in to him, and y'all decide which roads that y'all feel like would be the better option for us to do, and save enough in there to do that bridge?
And then we can do the
And then if
next
we,
batch.
right, then if we have enough left after the bridge, then maybe we can do a couple more roads or. what we
And
can
two,
afford.
Yeah, that Katy Lane scared me to death.
We probably won't.
yeah,
That's what I was scared of.
that gives us a little bit more, like I talked to Ann about it, it's the only one I have talked to for some reason, but our taxes, looking at the back sheet on our report, our accounts have gone up some, and they keep going up, so maybe by the end of the summer, we can do some more once we do figure out and what I was gonna suggest is that me and Ronnie and Tony and anybody else that wants to, if we want to declare it a meeting, we can do that. I'll get out there and measure, and I got a bunch of upside down paint. We'll paint exactly what we think needs to. If we need to take some off, we will, and I think it needs to be clear to Dan exactly where it does stop and start.
I think you're correct. I think that would be our best option, because I'm afraid that they may get started and forget that we may not have the money to, continue with some of them roads. So if y'all can, maybe look at the list and kind of decide which one y'all think is the most urgent.
And like I said, we can make a better judgment, just all. I'd rather,
we'll just get the other right around one day.
well, I'd like to have Dan with us when he can be there, so, because he'll be the one that actually tells them exactly what to do. You can write all this stuff down for 6 months.
Me and
And
you
still
can ride
leave something.
around, me and you ride around Markham, and then you can ride around with Dan and tell us some.
Well, but it don't need to be just me and you deciding. I mean, I'd rather it be me and you and Dan all at one time, or me and Dan if you can't be there, then me and you can ride around on Saturday, look at it, and carry some of the rest of anybody. I'm happy for anybody who wants to go on the ride, but
Did you have something to add to that, Scott?
Not to that subject.
Okay, you had something that you wanted to add?
Right. I was going to mention in my section that at some point in the meeting, I'd like to request an executive session with the council, and at that time, I suggested prior to the end of the meeting, but at that time, I'll describe the subject matter of the request.
Okay, so y'all want to just report back to us next meeting, if y'all had a chance to go out and ride those roads and,
they have cleaned out some ditches and stuff to, kind of the theory is a lot of times people think the county don't think we're part of the county, but they've been out on that end of town, up Old Springville Road, they going up the little side streets and doing our streets, cleaning out ditches and stuff like that for us, which was really not any of this deal, but they're, doing some stuff for us around.
anyone have anything else to add or anything to ask? Okay, so y'all just gonna report back at the next meeting as to what their findings are. Okay, next on the agenda is the food bank report. Jim Link.
The only thing I've got to report is 2 weeks ago, we had a freezer go down. We lost a good amount of meat in it. They are trying to find the parts now to repair it. This one was made overseas, and parts have been discontinued, but the guy working on it thinks he's got some, has been able to locate some, and they'll be in Wednesday. And also, in your April thinking, the 21st is food bank giveaway in April. So if the patch and everything need to bear, we 10 to 11, we give out food on that day. And it's a madhouse around, people trying to get in and out and parking.
And which day is that?
Same day that Katie wanted to have
Well,
her.
she
21st.
gave us an option.
Yeah, if, that way, if, you know.
What was
she
that
wants
other
to-
date, Katie? Do you-
21st.
The 7th, the 21st, or the 28th, there's actually 3.
So why don't we try for the 28th then, and that way it won't be on that same day as the food giveaway. Would that be fine with y'all?
Right.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you.
Jim, your Stacy one needs to see Casey afterwards, because y'all have some mail in the food bank mailbox.
Oh, okay, all right.
And I think some checks in there. Next is the teen council report. Emma Owens. She's not here. Okay, next, police report, Chief Downing.
Chief, wait, I want to take care of that for Chief Downing. Everybody should have a copy of the police department's January monthly activity report, and I just did a few brief spots. We had a total of 882 calls in January. Of those, we had 6 domestics, sent to the fire department on 26 of their calls, 49 911 calls. And on the side that really assists the public, we escorted businesses 162 times, 301 patrol requests for homes, and 45 public assistance, and 4,500 business checks on night shift. Just keep an eye on those. We had a total of 112 citations and 49 written citations. And on the back sheet, you have the monthly comparison going back a year. You look at January 27. The other thing we hired a part-time officer, Dustin Harris. He works for Springville. He's helping us fill in the spot that we had an officer resign approximately a month ago. So he's filling in some of those slots. Other than that, that's it.
Okay, you had on there, the radios,
Yes, ma'am.
and this is for the new ones, in case y'all,
Yes, ma'am.
in case y'all don't know, they got their new cars in Wednesday, that was ordered. Go ahead,
If
James.
you know a small business, we told them we'd get the cars in probably 3 or 4 months. Thrasher didn't order all the stuff at one time because he couldn't afford to have all that material sitting there, so he ordered it, it'd probably be in within the next month or 2, but the radios are in, radars are in, 2 new radars. So we're gonna get 2 new radars for that's what we got now.
Did we not approve this before, James, or is it computers we reapproved?
The radio was approved with it, the radars weren't.
We approved a certain number of dollars to put in the cars.
Yeah, that was my question. So this is for 2 radios, 2 antennas.
Just radars and antennas.
And this is an additional to what?
The radars are additional. By the time we get through, we'll have that $30,000 of that.
So you need $4,240 roughly
For the radars,
for these 2, for the radios and the radars.
for the radar period.
And it's coming out of
now.
that surplus equipment fund.
Correct.
So tell me that again, because I didn't register that.
On the invoice, it says
2 radios
2,000.
and 2 radars.
Approve the radars.
Okay, gotcha. I make a motion for the expenditure of $2,825 for 2 radar units, for 2 new cars.
James, was this invoice a part of it, the 14.13.50 cents?
He's saying that's
That's
in
already
that,
been approved.
but that was in that we already approved.
This is a part of the radar, though.
That's what I'm trying to find out, if this is already
I
been
think,
approved.
I think it both is a part of the radar. The invoice.
I think this is an additional to what we've already approved.
One of
Okay,
them
so
is-
this has already been
All
approved.
on the radio, yeah.
Okay.
One's an invoice, it's already
wanna make sure.
been approved, and another
Okay.
proposal.
So you're back to your
Got a
motion.
motion for 2825 for the radars.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Cowan?
Yes.
Councilperson Bowman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massey?
Yes.
Mayorperson Aldridge?
Yes.
Councilperson Brown?
Yes.
Mayor Bradley?
Yes.
And I prefer you didn't test radar on me.
Already have.
Stop flying through the parking lot.
Is there any questions for the chief or the captain? Thank you. Next is fire report, Chief Platts.
Last month, we only gave out 12 burn permits. We had 1 mutual aid structure fire with Springville, 2 brush fires, 1 motor vehicle fire, 2 fire alarms, 1 hazardous materials call, 28 medical calls, 7 motor vehicle accidents. And as you know, we've been ongoing with the smoke and fire situation in the bay from the treadmill fire. Had a breakdown on that. Casey half passed it out. To date, we're estimating it's going to be about $97,519.88 that the insurance is working with us to pay.
And we still have a couple of invoices that are out that we, is it, or did you add it all to this 97?
I added it all to this one, to the best I can figure at this point. The only thing that's not on this figure is to haul some of the debris off. I called about a dumpster today, and they were wanting $500 roughly for a dumpster and haul it off. I was going to talk to Ann about find out what the connections are to find out if we can do a little better than that.
Was that with advanced disposal?
Yes. Now, when I called, they sent me to the, I don't think it was a local number.
Yeah.
So
Has that already been approved with the insurance, with the adjuster?
he said, do what we need to do as far as hauling the debris off, yes.
Okay.
But we've been trying to work with them. He's approved just about anything I've thrown at him, but I give him a why and how and try to work with him as best we can as well. So we kind of work with each other. We've got a pretty good relationship. But each one of those things are broke down on exactly what everything from the trash can, chairs, bulletin boards, getting monitors recertified, the air system, refill system recertified. Some of the biggest items were the cleanup, $52,000, and the painting and replacing ceiling tiles and some of the things in the bay from the contractor. There's a $20,000 figure right there. Everything else is a lot smaller. That's some of the bigger things. If nobody has any questions about that, I'll go to the next one. All right, the ESO software, get an update on that. We're currently in the training phase of that. We're hopefully going online within the next 2 to 3 weeks with the state. It's not easy to learn that new software. It kind of is like any other software. It's got their own way of doing it, and it's just a matter of training everybody. One thing we had done in the bay was we got the bay floors redone. $5,100 for the bay floor to be redone, and the burn marks removed from the floor. And while they were there, we looked at the day room and the offices to find out what we need to do there, because we're at bare concrete. All the sealers and sealants for the concrete floors in the fire department are just down to bare concrete right now. They gave an estimate to redo those floors in the day room and the offices, $2,600. And that's to strip it down, restain it, and polish it.
And the insurance is not,
No,
will not pay?
this is not fire damage. The fire damage insurance didn't cover the whole bay area. These are just the smaller areas within the living quarters.
So the city would be responsible if we do that, for that. And he said he got an estimate for $2,600?
Correct.
And that's why they're bigger.
That's why they're here. Now, they've already finished, but he said he would go ahead and honor that for us since we've done work with him. But that would have to come out of a different fund as far as capital expenditures or something. It's not a budgeted item.
I think, my opinion, that we should, since it's not life-threatening, we should wait, see how our expenditure is going to come out on the rest of this. building, we have got
Right.
I know we've got some money in the capital expenditures, and
Right.
then we've got the money that's earmarked for the park, and, we don't want to get into capital expenditures too much until we do know what we're going to be up against there. Is that,
How long would he honor this, do you know?
That I don't know. We just have to play that by ear. The next item on the list was the smoke detectors. We talked about that in depth on previous months. Got the estimate on that. What we need to do is install 7 smoke detectors, 2 heat detectors, and with 3 of the carbon monoxide / smoke detector combination detectors, and wire them all into one. In other words, if that one there detects the smoke, the entire building upstairs and downstairs activates. We don't have that scenario right now.
If y'all are aware too, when they had the smoke damage, there's no smoke detector at all back there in their living quarters. And that's really dangerous for us not to have anything back there.
So this is gonna take care of the whole building?
This will take care of the whole building without going with a major simplex type system or something like that, which would be thousands of dollars. This is our best opportunity, our best method to do this, to accomplish what we're trying to do. The dollar figure on that was $1,850. That's with them providing all of the hardware, wiring, and installation.
What company was that?
That is the contractor that did the GBS contracting. They're the one that did the painting and the daylights and things like that.
Are they a licensed electrician?
Yes.
Insured and bonded?
Yes.
So they have a master, isn't that Ronnie, what they call it, a master?
Yeah, they have
Master
to, they have to
electrician?
be licensed, bonded, and insured to do insurance work anyways,
Okay,
so they're covered.
but it would be a master electrician, is that what's called? And they are?
They're an electrician company, I'm assuming they do. I haven't
Yeah.
asked that right question.
Well, I mean, just since we've had that electrical fire, we want to be sure that whoever does any electrical work in this building, that we,
A lot of times
We're not
you
setting
got a master electrician overseeing things,
Right.
not really doing any
Right.
work. But
okay.
yeah,
I just want to be sure we're not setting ourselves up for another.
that's something that, the floor was something we brought up that's gonna have to be addressed. Like Corky said, I wanted to bring it to your attention to tell you what we had. But the smoke detectors and things like that, I think that's gonna be a life safety issue that needs to be addressed yesterday.
yeah.
We should have already had those.
Oh, like, yeah.
I
If
agree.
it's
It should
using
have already
between
been
one and the
done.
other, it's the fire,
Oh.
it's the alarms.
And those were requested when we built the building in other areas as well, but they were one of the things that got scratched to get us in the building. As y'all know, the building sat here for a year with furniture in the building, for the time that the economy pulled out from under us at the time, so.
Should we get another?
So these are not the
or
kind,
should we-
so these are not the kind that y'all can put in yourself, because I know lots of firemen go around and different, put fire
No, what
smoke.
we put in is an individual battery operated smoke detector. These are required throughout the building and days are chained together.
And then they've got backup batteries too, they've got 110 to them, and then they have a backup battery too, it's like my house.
So you've only got the one estimate on the smoke detectors?
Correct.
And we don't have to take bids, but we can take estimates from 2 or 3 and have them for the next meeting.
We can, I really don't think you're gonna beat that particular bid. We can do however you wanna do it.
And this is the company that did the painting?
We did the company, did painting, wired up all the lighting in the bay, replaced the ceiling tile, put the treads on the stairwell, things like that.
Y'all want to ask him to get a couple more,
It's a, I'm split on
He said he had trouble getting them to come out and bid.
It's been a nightmare getting people to come out and bid this.
I understand.
Due to carpet alone, I called 9 companies, 3 put in a bid. And the adjuster's saying the same thing, everywhere he goes, he's having the same problem right now.
Well, I'll make a motion to go ahead and go with them. If we get a second and vote, I wouldn't be upset either way. I think we need to get it done.
I'd like to see us get one more estimate, if we could possibly get one more estimate. So we had something to compare it to, because I know when we were looking at the other bids,
If we want to go that rate, I don't have a problem with that either, but approve me up to the 1850. If I can get it done cheaper, then by all means. But otherwise, let me run with this once we get the second bid.
I retract my bid, I retract my motion. And y'all make the motion how you want it to be.
does anyone else have anything to add?
Our fire commissioner down there should have something down in the blue. And I put her on the spot, didn't I?
Well, no, this, usually I don't have much input. I'll make a motion that we approve Chief Platts to spend up to $1,850 to add the smoke detectors and everything that he has listed here after he gets a second bid. As long as they're a licensed,
Right.
certified, bonded company.
Second. Is that what y'all had in mind?
Any further discussion?
Yeah, I'm good with it also. I like to get two bids, have them brought in, to the mayor's office, and between the two of you decide which one to go with, and let's do it as soon as possible.
Well, it's kind of dangerous back there, them sleeping, and
I never realized it was like that. You see all this stuff and you think the building's covered.
You still got your ones up top working, right?
Yeah, we still got individual, the battery operated ones, but
The little
they're going to
first
go off.
alert deals.
Yeah, we can have a fire down here and never know it up there until the smoke and everything gets up to that point.
I think my house has got the thing you're talking about now. I think that all new codes required in
It
the
has
house.
to be interlocked, you can't put the battery.
The ones we have are just the basic smoke detector. They don't have the plug on the back to have the wiring, so that's all we gotta have to do.
Mine will tell you mine comes on and tells you there's a alarm in area 3 or something like that.
okay, we got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Cowan?
Yes.
Councilperson Bowman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massey?
Yes.
Mayorperson Aldridge?
Yes,
Councilperson Brown?
Abstain.
Mayor Bradley?
I'm gonna abstain, since I'm gonna be looking at them. So, we have 4. So it passed. Okay, I have something else that I just thought of I'd like to ask you, Matt. Going back to the dumpster thing, what all is still in this building that will need to go into that dumpster?
Up there, we got the contaminated, all the mattresses, the recliner chairs, there'll be some carpet, there's a couple cabinets out in the bay.
Didn't you say there's some stuff piled outside too?
I think all that's been removed.
That's-
We've been putting some stuff in the dumpster. It could probably be hauled off with 2 or 3 loads, in the trailer we have to the dump, whichever the one would be most beneficial. Working with the insurance company, they've been gracious to work with us, so I'm trying to work with them as far as get the best deal, best bang for the buck.
I would just hate for our guys to be in Moody at the dump and need to be here.
Well, I have to get a couple of guys to take care of it. We can't leave the city uncovered.
Right.
What about Darrell taking it on the flatbed? Letting them load it up?
With the insurance company ringing first, the city.
What he's telling us is we're responsible for hauling stuff off.
The insurance company will pay for it.
The insurance company paid for the dumpster.
But how much? Are they allowing?
To me, that's just a steep, $500 steep to haul off, so to what we
Well,
have.
talk, like we were talking about, talk to them and see if they'll help us on it. You got to.
What we have is definitely overfill the dumpster we have here a couple of times, and then some, but it probably wouldn't fill up a big,
Roll off.
yeah. commercial,
I know they've got mattresses, box springs, they've got, a washer dryer, a grill.
Is all that stuff still here? You said
To
you
go in the
you
dumpster.
put some of it in the dumpster already.
we've been putting some of it in there to keep it from going outside.
Anything metal could be recycled?
Yeah, well,
I mean, there's that guy that was on Facebook, I mean, he picked up some metal stuff
yeah,
that
we
wouldn't
can
work.
get that hauled off, but still, that's a small
Like a
amount.
washer and dryer and the grill, is that the only metal that you can think of? So that would leave the carpet, the chairs, the mattresses. I mean, I'm just trying to figure in my mind, would it be cheaper to have them come and empty the dumpster that we've got more than once a week versus getting
The
the road off?
mattresses, the mattresses.
The carpet's gonna be big.
Yeah, the mattresses would fill it up 3 times by itself.
Well, probably talking to them. Explain to them what you've got, and they'll probably tell you what size.
We're just now getting that point. We're at the last phase of cleanup, hauling the stuff off, wait until the carpet people get done with what they gotta do so we can do it all at one time.
So all y'all really like is the carpet and the baseboards,
Carpet and baseboard.
and, that's it, right? You already got anything else done?
I'm gonna say yes, but there's always little things that have been popping up like this week, little small things.
So we replaced 7 mattresses. Did we have 7 mattresses? So we got 7 mattresses in Box Springs to haul off.
Yes.
There should be enough probably to fill up a dumpster if there, and maybe that flatbed probably have to go twice.
Or 3 or 4.
It'd be 2 to 3 trips.
Yeah, they make more than one size of those roll-off pans too. What everybody's envisioning, these great big ones, but they make them half that big and a fourth that big or something.
He's gonna need at least a 30.
And that's the big one.
Yeah, that's the big one.
I envision one like we get for the cleanup.
That's the 30.
So when we paid for that extra, they charged us $375
$375 would probably be the way to go if we can get it
for that.
The lady quoted me $500.
Right.
$500.
But when you were
I'll
doing,
just get you his money.
when you were doing the add-on for the 375, we already had one here. They could drop one off and pick it up. It didn't cost but one trip. If this is a one-time thing, they'll have to come and drop one off. It'll be a delivery charge, and then they'll have to come get it. So 500 is probably 125 for the extra trip. You see what I'm saying? That's why
I
they
think
work.
they were sending 2 trucks at a time on this.
Yeah,
Filling up about the
yeah,
same
no, but,
time.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? That's why they do them, is they bring an empty and drop one off and take a loaded one back with them, so they're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But that one last time, they have to bring an empty one here, and then the truck goes back and empty the first time.
Right.
So, you know, that's the pickup fee they call it.
So you're gonna check with the insurance company and find out what's the better option and how much
Once I
exactly?
get
I'll get you his name and number.
Need a better contact stuff.
Okay.
He's already approved it regardless, so.
Okay, you have any more questions, Amy?
I have a question about something else if we're finished with that.
Mayor, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you go right ahead.
I was just gonna, whenever, I think we'll wait till the very end of the meeting. I know you're sensitive to the audience, but whenever you decide that we're going to executive session, that still remains on the table, just.
Okay, let me ask one more question then, Bobby. The company that the city contracted with to file the insurance claims, Randall,
The adjuster,
huh?
the adjuster,
No, has nothing to do with the fire. Remember a few months back, or maybe a year back, when the guy came and talked to us about being reimbursed by
for our
insurance
calls.
companies? For calls.
Us making calls.
His name was Randall
Is it Mitchell?
Mitchell, I think was his last name.
They came,
Yeah.
But anyway, have we been doing those? Have we collected any money from those? or-
we haven't collected any money. We're trying to get the information from the bad record on Argo Market Road now. I've got to get the information from the state. We didn't get the insurance information and the vehicle information for that one. It's going to be hell, yes.
We have for some, we've sent it in.
but there's others.
We have not had anything we can charge for to this date, no.
We have, because one thing, I ran into Richard Harvey at the Chambers meeting, and he said that y'all assisted on a fire in Springfield.
Yeah, okay, that one is.
And y'all assisted on that fire, and he said that he didn't think you had filled out the paperwork, so he did it for us. And he said that, but he would like to ask for us to give them a portion of it since he
Yeah, we
filled.
got all that information to him back, a good while back now.
Okay. But yeah, that one has been turned.
That's going through the Springfield.
And not him.
Yeah, he said that he did the paperwork on that.
Right.
So that's only two since we contracted with those people that have been
Right.
eligible for reimbursement?
Right.
Okay. Is that house fires and wrecks? I don't remember.
I think it
You
was.
can't bill for just a wreck, it has to be something with extrication involved. You also have to have, if you're doing some kind of hazardous materials cleanup, like oil off the road, things like that,
Yeah.
that's what you're actually billing for. You're not actually billing for the response
Okay,
as a fire department.
okay, okay. That answered the
That's
question.
where it kind of gets misconstrued, how why we're not getting a bunch of money in. It has to meet these parameters. I got one more thing on the list. We're going to have to hire 2 more firefighter part-time, at least post positions. We have one that has turned in his resignation, Sam Killingsworth. He's moving out of state. His wife has been offered, or wife-to-be, I guess it is offered to a really good job, so he's going with her. He's been an excellent employee. He's going to go with his wife. Also, I got Hunter Songer. He's joined the Air National Guard. He'll be gone from March 28th to August 30th. By law, we have to hold his position for him, but that's a long time ago with an empty slot. So we're going to have to do something to backfill that slot until he returns.
Yeah, because by law, we have to give him his job back once he comes back.
Okay, you're just asking for our blessing, we don't need to take action.
He's just letting us know that
Just
they're
letting us know
going.
what's going on.
Right.
Both positions are going to be a part-time fill-in type position, so it's not going to change the budget or anything like that. Actually, it holds the budget down, holds our overtime down.
Okay, is there anything else?
This one you're wanting us to go and executive.
Whenever, I'd rather do it now than at the end of the meeting.
Make a motion to,
We're pretty close to that.
well, we need to know what we're going forward. I would-
Whenever the mayor gives me the green light. Obviously, this is for the minutes. The purpose of the meeting is twofold. The first is to discuss the general reputation and character, physical condition, professional competence, or mental health of individuals, according to 3625A7A, and also subject to subparagraph 3, to discuss with their attorneys the legal ramifications of and legal options for pending litigation controversies not yet being litigated, but imminently likely to be litigated, or imminently likely to be litigated if the governmental body pursues a proposed course of action. So those are my 2 purposes for the minutes.
Do we have to do the time?
Well, I anticipate roughly 30 minutes. At this particular time, I don't anticipate formal action necessary afterwards. This is informational, and so there you go.
Make a motion to go into executive session as recommended by our attorney.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Cowan?
Yes.
Councilperson Bowman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massey?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Aldridge?
Yes.
Councilperson Brown?
Yes.
Mayor Bradley?
Yes. We shall return in about 30 minutes, or sooner.